So since the last time we did a video on Tenset, we've had quite a few updates. So in this video, we'll be checking out all the latest news. We'll just run over the basic fundamentals about a project again, and then we'll do a little bit of price analysis towards the end to have a look at some potential areas that you could invest, and then some price targets going forward. So first up, smash that like button, make sure that you are subscribed, and let's crack on. If you have not heard about Tenset before, we'll just run over some of the basic fundamentals. So it is the bridge between the crypto and the stock market. Tenset, which is the native asset of the Tenset network, is an aggressively deflationary token with a smart staking system, which is classed as the RFI. For example, if you are holding your Tenset in the MetaMask, for example, every time the transaction is used across the network, 2% of that is broken down. So 1% of the fee is proportionally divided to all Tenset users, which incentivizes holding, which is the RFI. And then 1% of that is automatically burned, and that reduces that Tenset overall circulating supply. Once you are holding the Tenset in your private wallet, you'll see that every now and then on a daily basis, your funds does increase. Your Tenset amount will be increasing due to that RFI mechanism, which is quite a cool concept. Scrolling further down, you can see the information how it all works for past systems, which is pretty much slow and outdated, with the new Tenset ETF 2.0. And then we have a comprehensive roadmap here, currently around Q2, so it does show we've got a lot of information on the go. And what we're going to do in this video is run over some of the updates that I've got, some of the new partnerships, and then new exchange listings that are coming. We do know that currently we are only on Uniswap. We have been dying for a centralized exchange out there, so we do know that the Ethereum network is pretty much hammering the fees, so it does cut a lot of people off from buying it. So with this new exchange listing inbound, it will open it up for people who are less wealthy or on that side of life where you can't quite afford the fees. So it will definitely bring on more investors to the pot. So let's have a look in some of the latest updates. Firstly, I would just like to cover the three main lockups that Tenset have completed. So a lockup is where they allocate a certain amount of funds to a specific platform, and therefore they accrue fees from that. A bit like myself or you as an investor, we would lock some funds up like staking and be earning that passive yield from that. So the first one is Celsius Network. They have locked 1 million USDT staked on the Celsius Network, which will get rewards in Cell. Buybacks are in progress. Chill and enjoy a smart staking profit. So that is the first one. The second one, if we jump into the next tweet, was on the Aave network. So again, they have allocated 1 million USDC deposited on the Aave network. If you have not heard of it before, it is a decentralized loan service in the crypto space. Massive network. Everyone knows. I think Aave was the first major competitor to bring out that yield staking on their platform. And then finally, the one that we all know about is a $1 million locked into a Binance saving. So Binance saving lock is now active. Redistribution of assets is also in progress. So that's three massive lockups. I had $3 million there, and that is just the first three. We have got a lot more incoming. Some very interesting news that a massive Korean, or I should say the largest crypto community in Korea has joined forces with Tenset. They will be out here to publish and work with Tenset, promoting themselves across the Korean crypto community and also across the Asian markets as a whole. I think this has a massive scope. Tenset is a global project, and it has massive footprint over in Korea and Asia, so this is going to be a huge partnership. If we just take a look at some of the partnerships that it's classed as it is a Korean community. They have support on OKX. We also have support on KuCoin. Our aim is to provide all users with better quality service. To achieve this, KuCoin has now launched our Korean community together with Korean Call, which is ICO Pantera to provide 24/7 community. That is two massive partnerships there already that ICO Pantera have with Qcoin, with OKX. So that is just going to be the start. We also have I think we have a partnership with MXC and FTX as well. So they are widely spread. And bringing that knowledge and that expertise and the size of the community on board with Tenset will be massive. I think spreading that across the entire Asian market will definitely be massive for the price and massive for the Tenset project itself. And the last, if not the biggest piece of news, is the listing of Tenset on a centralized exchange. It will be gate.io, and that will be happening on the 31st of May this month. So not long to go. You're talking 2 weeks before we're actually on that centralized exchange. Big news for a company, and it will help a lot more people get hold of Tenset rather than getting absolutely mugged off with fees on Uniswap currently. So this is a first step in the right direction. Will definitely help out people getting hold of Tenset, and yeah, that is a first centralized exchange on the Tenset books. And we'll just wrap up with a bit of price analysis. I have covered Tenset on a previous live stream of mine, and I did identify this area here, the 786 level at $2.60p, the area to target to buy. We did hit that twice before we did start to push on. If you're looking at these Fibonacci levels, we've actually pushed on right up to this negative 618 level and rejected off this currently. So that is the first major level of resistance to get through. $4.11. Currently we're at $4.08. Once we do break through that, we will really start to push on. Very big bullish engulfing candle today. So the news of gate.io has pushed that price up. So that is now obsolete, that price analysis. Let's just drop into a 4-hour area and have a look at some potential areas that we could invest if the market does allow. So we have done that pop up, full retracement, double bottom, and now we are pushing on. If you're looking for some buys, tell you what, I'm going to just drop into the hourly chart for this. Yeah, we'll identify it on this level. So if you're looking at the bottom here, we had this double bottom here on the hourly time frame. Push up, we are currently pushing on $4.09. If you're looking for some buys, I will potentially target this region here at 360 and potentially even this region here at 379. I mean, if we do get a sell-off, you can always target $3.10 for potential buys, because that golden ratio always does get hit. But we need to have a look at some price targets going forward. I'm just going to drop right back to the daily for this and have a look at some key levels where we can do some price targets. So we'll have a look at this entire move here from a top to a bottom, and this will give us some levels above where we can target. So this is going to be a bit of price prediction and some price levels. I think that these next levels, the 1 point, 2 point, 3 point and 6.18 levels are going to be key levels for us to target. So if we just identify this first target as a first level, I think 549 is the first major level to target. We'll then have this level at $7.78, and then we have a magical $10 mark up there. So they are three major levels which I'm going to target. If we look at those in terms of a price percentage, so from current prices here up to the first target, we have 33%, we then have 90%, and then we have 145%. I think all those levels will be very easily achieved once we do get that centralized exchange and things do start to push on. It's a new project, it's only been out a few months, so we've got a lot of room for growth, and in my opinion, I think we will be looking back on these levels at some point in the next 6 months and thinking, wow, why didn't I buy in at this point? Why didn't I buy in at this point? And why didn't I buy in at this point? So all I can say is look to these levels which I've identified down here around $3.60, buy in before it's too late. And then just hold on long term, because I think the projects are locking these funds up. They're doing, as I say, they're getting great partnerships across Korea and Asia. We've got that first centralized exchange listing, which is absolutely massive for a project. So I do like what they're doing, and I think, yeah, buy and hold and you will be massively rewarded. So that's going to do it for today's video. That is an update on Tenset, and I've finished up with a little bit of price analysis there. Got a lot of room for growth, so fingers crossed all goes well. If you're new to this channel, then please make sure that you do subscribe, smash that like button, and I'll catch you next time.